It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Broken glass everywhere, people on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man with a tow truck repossessed my car. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Standing on the front stoop, hanging out the window, watching all the cars go by, roaring as the breezes blow. A crazy lady living in a bag, eating out of garbage pails, used to be a fag hag, such a dance to tango, skipped the life and tango. A zircon princess seemed to lost her senses. Down at the peep show, watching all the creeps, so she could tell her stories to the girls back home. She went to the city and got so did it. She had to get a pimp, she couldn't make it on her own. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
My brother's doing fast on my mother's TV. Says she watches too much, it's just not healthy. All my children in the daytime, Dallas at night. Can't even see the game or the Sugar Ray fight. The bill collectors, they ring my phone and scare my wife when I'm not home. Got a bum education, double-digit inflation. Can't take the train to the job, there's a strike at the station. Neon King Kong standing on my back, can't stop to turn around. Broke my sacroiliac, a mid-range migraine, cancer membrane. Sometimes I think I'm going insane, I swear I might hijack a plane. Don't push me, call, I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. My son said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school, cause the teacher's a jerk. He must think I'm a fool, and all the kids smoke reefer. I think it'd be cheaper if I just got a job, learn to be a street sweeper. I dance to the beat, shuffle my feet, wear a shirt and tie, and run with the creeps. Cause it's all about money, ain't a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. They pushed that girl in front of the train, took her to the doctor, sewed her arm on again. Stabbed that man right in his heart. Gave him a transplant for a brand new start. I can't walk through the park cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on my gun cause they got me on the run. I feel like an outlaw, broke my last glass jaw. Hear them say you want some more, living on a seesaw. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Say what? It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. God is smiling on you, but he's frowning too, because only God knows what you'll go through. You'll grow in the ghetto, living second rate, and your eyes will sing a song of deep hate. The places you play and where you stay looks like one great big alleyway. You'll admire all the number book takers, thugs, pimps, and pushers, and the big money makers. Driving big cars, spending 20s and 10s, and you wanna grow up to be just like them. Smugglers, scramblers, burglars, gamblers, pickpockets.
good.
Hey, traders, happy Sunday to you. Hope you're having a better one than Bitcoin. That at its lowest point, might have been worse now. No, at its lowest point, Bitcoin was down from the beginning of the day to the lowest point, 17%. What a rally off of 52,172 level. It's weird. I had this trend line here. It just goes back to, it was like created February 18th. Looks like he cut a bounce off that, but maybe like the way it's going now is you're creating a range from March 13th to March 25th, right? Sideways action, up thrust up here. You know, and look, man, like 60 minute yesterday, it looked good, it looked okay, right? But 4 hour wasn't quite playing ball yet. And daily, there was certainly no edge. And, you know, these things happen, man, right? The wipeout. Tell me how many trade setups had to play out and then they hit their targets and they exceed those targets by a lot before these things happen, right? And this is just something that happens over and over and over again. You get markups, right? Bitcoin performs well, or maybe it doesn't, but altcoins really have been doing things, and targets get hit on great trade setups. Some play out, right? Just barely. Some play out extremely well, and then some are starting to take off, and then they run out of time, right? Over and over and over again. So there's just, you ran out of time. And so not too many bids have come in yet since we've seen a bottom. And I'll tell you this is the lowest relative strength you've seen on the 4 hour since September. Wow, September 3rd. You got briefly to 20 before the bounce, and now you're sitting currently at 37. So you've reset the oscillator. What's going on? No music. Okay, I think we're okay, but yeah. So you think when wipeouts happen like that, now it is going to require time. We need time for an edge to develop. Like an edge developed, right? After the dump, you had a reaction, you lost the negative Momo, you sold off again. Oh, there was kind of an edge that developed, all right, okay, and it sold off one more time, right? And you gained an even more of an edge, right? We ended up getting triple MACD bullish divergence February 28th, the 4 rally, right? That took time. Like, you don't know. February 23rd, is the selling over? It clearly wasn't. It was not over. Just like now, it may not be over. Same thing occurred here, March 25th, right? The day of tornadoes for me. In the end, you ended up getting a slight edge where sellers at least were exhausted on one oscillator, and you rallied. There were also things going on. I'm thinking on the 60 minute. I didn't have internet that day, but try to keep you updated. And I was like, that's where a short-term relief rally could occur. Little did we know it was actually the bottom, you know, until now. So a lot of negative momentum. Eventually that'll subside and you'll rally. You'll probably make a lower high and then sell off again. Then we'll be looking for that double bottom, right? With the higher low double bottom, same bottom, or a lower low double bottom, and we'll be looking for some divergence. Like just the same thing, always same thing. So kind of interesting on one chart. This is kind of crazy, dude. Okay.
Beijing don't need no time sitting around waiting for Grandpa to get up from falling and doing things, baby. Hope you're a good my guy.
Grandpa? What about Grandpa? What are you talking about, Grandpa, Manimal? Chat? Grandpa? Thank you, dude, for the 20. We'll look at VeChain doing things, alright? This is what's crazy, dude. Look at this total market cap chart, right? Nice, you know, failed breakout. I mean, you know, thy kingdom come, that will be done. Bitcoin dumped, right? But that's pretty cool, right? We're You got close enough to pretty much saying you tested it, right? The market cap, total market cap got to 1.757 trillion, and you're already back to 2 trillion. That's insane. $2 trillion market cap. I mean, we were getting there for the first time ever, just the 10th. Just 8 days ago was the first time I think you ever saw 2 trillion, and wow. So what does that mean? I mean, that has to mean that, like, good stuff for altcoins, because Bitcoin took it really hard on the chin. But I mean, it's insane. Looking at the watch list, I've been out all day today with renovations and business stuff. Dude, Doge up almost 20. It was up 20% when the stream started. NEO was up 12.8%. VeChain up 10% roughly. Hey, YFI, man, up 3.7%. And I'm sure there's probably the newer S coins, some of them, a couple of them. Not really. Cell, 1.8% up. UMA is up 11%. That's it. Everything else, on average, is down double-digit percentage points for sure. So it's just not going to be pretty. Looking at that, I mean, Ethereum, still over $2,000, man. Well over it. Breaking news, Ethereum is at prices not seen in 8 days. Oh no!
Hey Mitch, can we take a look at Doge? Small rally today. Any hopes of it continuing?
Jace, we'll look at Doge. Absolutely. It's crazy, man. It's the meta now. I guess Doge is gonna overtake Bitcoin, chat. I guess that's what's gonna happen. Our overlords. There's gonna be the Citadel, but not for Bitcoin, for Dogecoin, all right? Where you're gonna be on the Dogecoin Citadel tier. So, like, you know, I mean, this just sometimes happens, right? We knew 2,500 was an area potentially where reversal could occur. Why? First off, there was the miniature structure on Ethereum, right? Right angle descending brighting formation, measured move was hit and exceeded, so it could go to 2,500. But you know it, man. Like watching the stream every day, dude, that warrants Jesus chimes, dude. You know that warrants Jesus chimes. The 1.618, the bearish deep crab pattern completion zone. What happened? Pattern completion zone, price reversal zone. Scott Carney called it the price reversed. I can't believe it. Can't believe this news. One thing, you know, tweezer top. Like there was somewhat of tweezer top that occurred on the 16th. Tweezer top reversal at a golden mean ratio. What a sell-off. Just to back test old resistance as support. Technically, kind of for the first time ever. Like, you'd never, I mean, you broke out on the 8th, indecision engulfing candle. But, like, if you scale out and you look, that's a pinpoint accurate touch point on my screen here, February 20th. You never back tested it. Once. You were close on the 9th, but it didn't happen. Look, it did not happen. It actually has occurred now. With confirmation verification, you can see it. So, what a bounce! Got as low as $2,000 on the dot, and is now at $2,220. Again, like, nice reaction. Now, what happens? You know, if things are going to really reverse, it could, you know, this could take days, but you attempt a rally, and maybe you get a confirmation high, a double top, right? A slightly higher high double top as well. So, nothing else was really indicating a reversal besides the tweezer top and the pattern completion zone of the bearish deep crab, right? So you need more data. We need more data. This is just the beginning, right? There's nothing you can. A swing trader, you gotta wait. The Citadel, it's the doghouse, the Doge house, whatever, man. It's the pound. Good God, are you kidding me? I still can't believe. Thanks so much for all the support. This is unreal, dude. Okay, so just read this off real quick. Tom L, Tim R, Dev Gaines, Catherine T, or Sarah, Luke S, and Frederick R. Thank you all for joining the Patreon. But then it's like, you think that's it, right? It's like, no. Felipe C, thank you so much for joining the annual Patreon. Holy crap, Mother of God. Thank you. Oh, and also Tillian or Cornet. Thank you also for joining the annual Patreon. That's just incredible, dude. We have 79 annual patrons now. Y'all are amazing. Okay, so, oh, and also just, you know, it is a record. Like, every time I'm speaking and breathing, and we're at 1,376 patrons. Unheard of. Never happened before. So, okay. TA respected very well on Ethereum. If you're talking about harmonic TA, right? Scott Carney would be like hooping and hollering. Okay, so let's go to Litecoin. Down 10%. More Jesus John. Are you kidding me, dude? Now exceeded it a little bit. Yeah, that happens sometimes, man. It exceeded the golden mean ratio, but not where traders settled up. And that's important. That's like, let this be a lesson to you. Did the price actually really go much higher than the 1618 if we exclude the wicks? No, it literally like reversed right at it. Unreal. And if you watch the stream, these things have been on Bitcoin or on Ethereum and Litecoin. These have been here.
Does this patch invalidate recent trade setups / recommendations from the last day or two?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how any trade setup after the violence of selling that we saw on Bitcoin and alts, I don't know how any trade setup could be valid now, because you're going to have this scar now across all these charts. All the stop losses getting triggered, right? But so now you reacted. You certainly reacted at this level, and what a rally! You know, Litecoin went to 231. It's now 273. And it's going to take time, man. It's going to take time for more data to present itself to where we can actually do something with it, right? Because this, like, was the data we had seen, you know, and it played out. But if we're talking about, you know, pullbacks, let's just go from the bottom of the structure A to the high. I mean, you almost hit a 618. You hit a 50% retrace, you know. Like what was once resistance on March 13th, right? Pretty much the resistance from February 18th became support, and that was the kind of the first time ever you back tested that candle high close from February 17th as support. It was very close on the 12th of April, but you actually literally never did. So this is just like Ethereum, where these old levels that were once support or resistance, they are now actually support. So congratulations. Okay, it's the waiting game. Let's look at XRP. That also about 10% down. This one wasn't really a harmonic or anything. This was just, it was nuts, you know, and it just pulled back with Bitcoin. There wasn't really any sort of buyer exhaustion or anything. It's just like, this is gonna happen after, look, when an asset creates a harmonic pattern, right?
Hey, I requested Maddox last night, but the LTC transaction went through after you ended the stream. Can you look at it today? TA checks.
Nikov, yeah, we'll do it. All right, thank you. Yeah, man. I saw that. It was way too late when I ended up seeing it. Thanks, dude. Yep. So, I mean, like, you know, when an asset presents where the technical analysis makes sense, right? An asset that shows a harmonic, a beautiful one with a confirmation low, reaction and confirmation low, and then it, in 51 days after that pattern is created, when it runs up 451% at any time, man, it's high. It was like 456%. At any time, man, pullbacks like this can occur. So it's just always high risk. If you're talking about trying to take a fresh long on an asset that did that, you better understand these things can happen. There's a higher chance that these things can happen here than down here, obviously, right? Same thing with like Bitcoin. I mean, being at 60 something thousand, it's just like, how many times has the TA been respected on the way up for how many months? Right, hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour, bullish rectangles, falling wedges, right, inverse head and shoulders, for months, man. Over and over and over again, TA respected. When you start getting so high in the 60,000s, man, sometimes like these things are gonna occur. You got to understand. And that's why it's important to be participating in markets before the froth and the craziness and the FOMO and the greed comes in, right? Because then it's like, oh, this is just another day. Yeah, it happened, whatever. But if think about like you're a new market participant, you bought in, you know, like at 55K or something, you know, like weeks ago. Right, so you bought in, yeah, you bought Bitcoin like just in March 16th, or you bought it March 9th or February 19th. I mean, you are break even, you know. And if you bought in higher, than sometimes you could have bought in at 60K early April, and you're down, you're underwater, and certainly depending on how much you own. So, but people like they got in earlier, right? I mean, like most of us in this community, it's like we've been dollar cost averaging for 2.5 years, sub 10K. None of this matters to us. Our long-term positions, like whatever. I'm not gonna panic sell and pay capital gain taxes to the friggin' IRS. What's up, Ricky Bobby, dude? Thank you for the 50. But yeah, a lot of stop losses triggered now. It's real, yeah.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, but it happens. What's up, Kieran? Thank you. Yeah, we'll look at MP. Sure. All right, so XRP. There. I mean, like, what is there? Is there even a support there at 112? Okay, oh, that's what it was. It was just this newly painted high from April 6th that didn't even get tested. No chance, or there's no edge. Yeah, it can keep going. It can V-shape recovery. So can Bitcoin. But like that's not like, that's a gamble. That's a coin flip. You have no idea if that's going to occur. But like what we look for is the edge, right? Like, oh, okay, big dump, and so it's like now we're waiting to see XRP. You know, it's cool that it actually held in this channel, but you want to see it rally and maybe makes a lower high and then sells off again, and then you get down to maybe 112. Maybe that gets tested for the first time ever, right? And then your oscillator in that situation would get a little positive momo, then the selling takes over again. We're looking, it may never happen. That's okay, but I'm telling you what you're looking for as a swing trader. All right, big difference. I'm not making predictions here. I'm trying to help you learn and identify what you need to identify so you can be successful as a trader, and you have an edge. You have a greater than 50% chance, a coin flip chance of an asset going in a direction, right? In this situation, to be up, right? You're looking for one bottom and a second bottom. And then on that second bottom, you're looking for exhaustion from market participants, exhaustion from the sellers. That is what the oscillator can tell us. Okay? So it's great. I mean, like, you want to take a gamble? You could go to Vegas right now. You could go gamble online. I know a lot of states are now allowing online betting. Or you could just take a long on an ETH coin without an edge, right? You could also do that. And that's okay, whatever. XRP, not bad. It's actually fine. No big deal right now. Just we gotta wait, man. I hate it. I hate these streams in that regard. You know, where it's like, man, we just had the wipeout. It's like an ice age. Everything has to reset. And I know when those resets occur, it takes time for the new data to develop, so we gain that edge. Gosh. Okay. What was the request? VeChain. Yeah, let's look at VeChain. Look at the ones that are up today. I mean, gorgeous, man. Unbelievable. What an engulfing candle at 20 cents. That is, what a bamboozle. It's a bamboozle candle because, right, you had a bearish engulfing candle that got bullishly engulfed. I love calling those bamboozles, all right, because a bearish engulfing candle like signifies, all right, bears are taking over here, time to sell off, and it fell below a critical psychological 20 cent. It closed at like 19.1 cents, so you're like, oh man, here we go, and then bamboozle. And so now it's, let's say this. If VeChain closes in 1 hour and 31 minutes, it will be the highest 4-hour candle close of all time. That is spectacular, man. That is like so impressive. So, it may just turn into an attempted rally and you end up getting bearish divergence at all-time highs and you're exhausted and then you dump or something, catch up with everything else. But look at this though. I mean, when Bitcoin was hitting like 51,200 and change, this hit 16.9 cents. So, I mean, you definitely will see from that lowest point to where to its highest point today, in 20 hours, VeChain has swung 50%. 50% from its lowest point of the flash crash to its highest point just a few moments ago. Volatility. Crazy volatility. So, I mean, if you're new here, someone post the Was it Joe Franco or whatever his name? Joe Franco? I don't know. Franco guy with the noose around his neck, and he's like, first time, right? That's kind of like, or it's Will Ferrell sitting at the table, welcome to the effing show. Like, it's those gifts combined, all right? So 25 cents, right? Major psychological resistance. I didn't plot 25 cents because there was something from history. I plotted it because 25.000 cents is, it's a quarter, like a quarter, and then you got 50 cents would be after 25, 75 cents, $1, right? Okay, so it's just using that psychological resistance as a real resistance, right? Look how many times. 1 4-hour candle, 2, 3, 4 different 4-hour candles now regarding something that didn't exist. It's just psychological. It's real, though. And in the end, if you can even believe it, I mean, hidden bullish divergence developed, but it was just kind of like way too fast for anyone to be actionable on it, really, I guess. What's up, BitBoss?
BitBoss super chatted $50. Hey Mitch, what platform do you use to trade traditional markets?
Schwab and Thinkorswim. BitBoss, thank you, man. Yeah, they're nice platforms. I mean, I think there are other ones that are good, though. I mean, like, you know, you don't have to worry about, like, in crypto, man, all the exchanges, they all have their different things. Like, oh, Kraken's notorious for scam wicks. And with Binance Coin, you can own Binance and you can have reduced fees on trading. Coinbase is robbery. You know, all these, like, normally in traditional markets is, you know, they're all pretty good, right? Even if you were to market buy or something, they're going to try to get you the best price. Crypto, man, you got to, like, limit buys, you know, always. So, yeah, man. Probably can't do wrong with Fidelity or others. I wouldn't recommend, like, Robinhood or anything, because, like, what's the point of Robinhood now if, like, they change the whole meta where, like, all these, you know, big exchanges, there's no trading fees, and you gotta wonder, when is that gonna happen? When is it? Well, I guess it's happening on Robinhood. You can technically buy crypto. It's not really crypto, it's the contracts of crypto. Well, I'm just wondering, like, when you can actually buy crypto and there's no trading fees. That will happen eventually. You just don't know who's going to start it, how it's going to happen. You got to wonder when traditional markets are going to fuse. It's kind of like what Binance is doing right now, right? They're now allowing you to, you know, it's really good for people outside the US. Like, people can now own a contract that represents Tesla, right? And I think they had to shut it down last week because of volatility or something, but we're starting to get into that world where the worlds are meeting, and people are, you know, really smart people are trying to innovate ways for it to be in-house, everything, right? And that's going to be really convenient. I can't wait to see that happen and that develop. Tokenized stocks, exactly. Yep, so cool. I can't wait for the day when someone, you know how you tip me in crypto, like whatever, like a, you know, 10% of an Ethereum or something like that. I can't wait for when someone can, like, tip me a quarter of an Amazon, or like a 5% of an Amazon, or you know, a GameStop, right? Someone, you know, so, you know, you can transact things with actual equities instead of cash. That might happen, I think, at some point. But anyway, fractional shares, man. Yeah, tipping Nvidia, that would be the dream, dude. That would be, my life would be complete. I could die happy. Anyway, so Beach ain't do it. There you go. So next request was yeah, Bitcoin's you know, only down $3,400, man, and near its highest high of the, you know, if it's 4-hour candle now, but highest high in 4, 8, 12, 16 hours or so. That's great, man. Maybe just going to test that old demand line. You know, we're in that wedge or whatever, not wedge. Never got 5 touches. Okay, so all right, Doge, yeah, obligatory Doge, man. We got to, man. It's 20%. Fantastic. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, on the 4-hour, there is certainly hidden bullish divergence going on. It's crazy. Look, a low on price and then a much higher low on price with lower levels of relative strength. That's it, dude. That is impending price action, continuation. Pretty crazy. It bounced off the 4236 fib extension twice. I know a Patreon was posting the 60-minute chart And it looked like a double bottom was going on. I'm guessing that played out, didn't it? And like one bottom, it's like, wow. So again, it's 60 minute, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but dang, dude, look at one low and then the second low. This is just educate. Like, going 60 minutes a lot of times is education, right? So like, if you could find this on the 4 hour or daily, ooh, my God, those are actionable. 60 minutes not really actionable, right? But that is playing out for now. And you'd think if 60 minute, I mean, we're talking 38.8 cents could be where it's headed. Or it could just be going to moon again. Just second wave of absolute absurdity. Great, man. And there was RSI bullish divergence technically too down there. Wow, Doge. What a killer. Looks like a bat. I don't know. I think the bottoms were too perfect, right? That's why I didn't even start plotting an XABCD. Because of that. And I mean, and the 4 hour is so strong. You know, it's almost like class A plus hidden bullish divergence, right? Where you didn't even have negative momentum on the previous low, you just had positive Momo. It's almost like the same thing, right? Oh, you have negative momentum, but you have positive, it's even more hidden bullish divergence. Class A plus, dude. Just kidding, but anyway, so eventually 50 cents on Doge if this attempted rally actually plays out. I think you probably need Bitcoin to play ball where it doesn't dump back down to 51K again. Okay, Doge. Great. All right, let me get to Nikov's since he tipped yesterday after the stream. A BTC pair. Which also, wow, man, that's flat. That's super flat, man. So range bound asset now in the dead middle, but on the flash crash for Bitcoin, it went down to the bottom of the range, didn't it? But what a bounce, and here you are. What's up, Sam T? Doge tattoo. Oh, that means you probably won't get it, right? Because what if Doge crashes eventually? Thank you, Sam T, for the $111.11. Repeating, of course. Thank you, man. So when you are in the dead middle of a trading range, it's really hard to assess risk, right? Because like you can't, if you enter now, you always run the risk of the asset going back down to 579 sats, the bottom trade. So like, you know, so no, yeah, you flip the coin, it goes up to 734 sats and then reverses. So it's just, when you have an asset that is flat like this or range bound like this, really, and where it is contextually in that range, it's tough, man, to say it's time to take action. No edge. Maybe you luck out here and you get one more opportunity at 579 cents, so you know, whatever, and then it does this, right? I'm not saying this is ever going to happen. I'm just telling you this is what you literally want to happen. Okay, you want something like this, where you get one bottom, a second one, and then you get the exhaustion on the oscillator. That's what we want. That's what we covet. That's what we're looking for. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. All right, there's your Matic. I wish there was more to talk about. That's it, dude. How many longs got liquidated? Leverage longs got, it was like billions of dollars. Was it 90 billion or something stupid? Someone give me that stat real quick. I forgot exactly. All right, next one was that. Okay, weird. I haven't looked at this one. This pair. Oh my God, it was 10 billion? 9 billion. My bad, dude. I was an extra zero, dude. Yeah, so, well, haven't looked at it in a while, but we've been here before. We've definitely been here on Wi-Fi to BTC before, and it was the descending, broadening wedge. It was at the congestion area, and that's the low risk area, and look at it now. You know, it's at its highest price since February 16th, and climbing, up 13% today. Wonderful. That's a mega area. Mega area. You know, it's almost like a shark. in ways. I know it's so choppy, dude, but you could do X, A, B, C, and then D. Sharkish behavior. Wow, this thing is at its session highs right now as I'm talking to you. It's pumping. So eventual target, obviously, right? Where is it, chat? Can someone tell me where like you pretty much your target is? Just looking at the chart. Someone just make sure you're awake. You got your coffee. I'm gonna wait on your answer, and I'm on strike until you do answer. All right, we got some answers coming in, and don't want to spoil it. Yeah, the people that are being serious, you're all right. Yes, $1 or not. It's not $1. How does this make sense? I don't understand. YFI to BTC is 1.09 Satoshis. How does that work? It's in thousands. Is it like 109,000 Satoshis or something, chat? I don't see assets ever look like this. 1.09 Bitcoins? Is that what it is? Okay, 1.09 Bitcoins is that's the target, right? I mean, why? Because look at the historical context between 0.61% of a Bitcoin to 1.09% or 1.9 Bitcoins or something. What? Straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So probably straight up, right? Just based on history. Probability side that'll eventually get there in time. It's not going to go straight line up, even though it is right now. You're going to chop up and down before just finally getting there. So after that, if it was ever to break that, man, I mean, it's on 1.57 Bitcoins or something. Okay, so that's that'd be the new level, right? Because look, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So there's like sections, right? There's levels, there's zones, and there's major congestion, and above the levels of congestion, there's nothing. There's no buy order, or there's no sell orders on the way up, and there's no buy orders on the way down. So that's why you look for areas like this for longs, because of what can happen based on history, and it looks like history is repeating itself. It's amazing. Okay, so good chart. Good look on YFI to BTC. That's actually up. Maybe we should look at the pairing. You know, I own this, so it'd be nice to check it out being up 6% today. Or 7% almost. Mother of God. Okay, so what is this up since it's since the lowest point last night to now? All right, YFI is up 25% from its lowest point last night. So nothing like XRP, right? XRP was up. It was like a 50% swing from the low to the high. So somehow held that demand line, you know, and it's climbing. So great. Somehow, some way, hidden bullish divergence argument on the MACD, I guess, right? A low and the technical higher low, and 43,780 was back tested as support. Again, that is insanely important. That goes all the way back. That is all-time highs. The old all-time high from September 11th, 2020 is support again. Very strong. Very, very strong, dude. All right, so I guess some of these coins, man, are having no problem with that flash crash from last night for Bitcoin. Look at total market cap continuing to methodically rally as the stream marches on. Right now above the old supply line. What? 2.018 trillion. Good God. Oh, his VeChain was 50%. My bad. Yep. I got you. Okay, so JM Spence. Yeah, man. I mean, like waiting. I mean, for me, it's like waiting for new data to present itself is always prudent, always smart, right? I mean, you know, it's just like great example is like Ethereum Classic's up 1.5% now. Like, so, you know, there's some, but it's just like, you know, when you've got stuff like this, March 20th, Ethereum Classic, dude, 1251 entry, you know, it just successfully back upped the May 2019 peak of the range, right? And the entry was now, everything looked good. Composite operator was clearly showing the signature of accumulation, right? His signature, man, it's breadcrumbs over, you know, like, it'll play out, and then it's like when it plays out and then reverses on stuff days like this, right? You gotta wait. It takes time for development. Just think about like how long this took to develop. November of 2018 all the way to February 2021. I mean, opportunities like this, that's not always what we're looking for. You know, we look for 4 hours. This is like a daily trade, man. This is like big time. It's like you're at the end of the Wyckoff accumulation phase, right? You were in phase E, I guess. Yeah, definitely phase E, phase D, and E, depending on where you were, like the backup. So yeah, man, it takes time, right? Like things like this, like I can imagine, you know, these altcoins being down. It's like, what do you do? Like something like Cake, right? Entry March 21st, $10, man, $10. This is still fine. It's still not even a big deal. $22 Cake, right? It's still on the way to third target. But like you can just, you know, pullbacks like this are gonna eventually occur, right? So that's why 2 profit taking levels have been secured, right? Funding Seifu, while like that last portion of your position is still active. And yeah, you take the L's while this happens, but eventually you're thinking, all right, gonna recover and rally, maybe eventually hit $29.99, right? Look at YFI continuing to climb. It's crazy. Oh, let's look at NEO. That's up 15% right now. Wow, above $90. You know anything above $90, chat? 136 to 140 on NEO. Absolutely incredible. And in an hour 13 minutes, if this sustains a bullish engulfing candle. So let's look left so you can see. But here's the thing, you know, NEO had its own crazy scariness, right? Falling below critical supports. But from its lowest point to to its highest point, 52% swing in price. That is crazy volatility. Very similar to VeChain. What's going on? So again, look left, $90, broke $90. Look at the historical context, chat. Just trying to, y'all gonna learn. I mean, it's like pretty much straight up. Straight down, straight up, straight down. Now there were a couple, yeah, there is like this one like $108. I mean, I could plot that. There has been price action correlation there twice in history. Actually 3 times, like January 4th, 2018, January 22nd, 2018, February 24th, 2018, right? So you're at it. If you can break 108, I mean, that's when the probability, I guess, increases a lot more that you're going to 136 to 140. So you are at kind of an area of resistance right now on NEO. But remember chat, I know there's a lot of lines, just relax, okay? This is what you're looking, I mean, these are the things, this is the composite operator. Who knows who the composite operator is for NEO itself, but that is the stuff you are looking for. And as you can see at the end of that, at the end of this right here, that is the end of, that's like the last phase of the Wyckoff accumulation. Higher lows, back testing old resistances as support before the major markup. So the composite operator completed his accumulation, acquiring his position, and now look at it. And now he's getting paid. Getting paid hard. Beautiful. Fortunately, there just aren't many left, if there are any, that haven't taken off like that. And that's just like the, you know, the crappy thing about, you know, covering these markets every day. It's just like, dang, man, there were just better times, you know, months ago where it was all there. It looks so good. And now it's all playing out. And it's like you now have new market participants that are wanting trade setups, man. They're wanting these things. Like, dang, man, you're just getting in so late, right? I mean, this is like, you know, on NEO, like this is like the dumb money enters now. Really, really dumb money gets in at Neo buying it right now 108. But people do it. It's just like if you've been a part of the community long enough, you think, oh, no way anyone's dumb enough to be taking longs on Neo at 108 right now, just based on no strategy, just because it's going high and they think it's going to keep going. I mean, that you keep doing that. You may play out this time, but you better pray it doesn't play out, because then you're going to be emboldened to do it again, to buy high at these levels. This is where these levels, like 108, 140, you know, like all-time highs, $200, like those areas where Scrubs buy and the composite operator is now gaining the liquidity he needs to sell on you, to sell to the Scrubs, and then he pulls the rug, and then you get major crashes like we saw back in 2018. Look, man, I mean, just from the all-time high of around $200, 198. Think about it. Like, it goes down 45% in 6 days, right? After that, it attempted the rally. Clearly, you know, he was offloading his position. Look, on the next sell-off, it dropped 62% in 9 days. That will eventually happen again on these assets, okay? So don't be the dumb money. Please understand, you want to be the smart money. You want to acquire a position at much lower levels for the markup, because we are just riding the waves of the whales, all right? We'll see. Next request. That one, all right. It was looking okay, and then ran out of time. It's down 17%. What can you even do? There's nothing you can do, man. Yeah, it looked, but at the same time, it's like it didn't really do anything too crazy. I mean, this is an asset that is within a range, and it has failed to break the top of the range, clearly, as you can see, right? One top, a second top. So it took a double top, a confirmation high. Look what happened on the last time you had a confirmation high. You eventually fell all the way down to $3. So yeah, bouncing like Bitcoin back above the 200 moving average was good, but there's no edge. There's certainly no edge right now. And again, if you flip a coin, it may just V-shape recover and go to moon, right? That's not what you want as a trader. You need more than a coin flip's chance if you're going to play the numbers game. Right? If you're just playing you're going to Vegas one time, dude, all in on red. Okay, one time, that's fine. But if you're going to be going career casino player, you better be on the side that has the odds. You want to be the blackjack dealer or the roulette dealer or whatever, ball roller. Okay? You want to have an edge. You don't have an edge, unfortunately, on 1 inch. It's too early. The dump just happened. The impulse down just occurred. Lowest risk area, obviously, would be like 360 or 307 down here. But still making higher lows, I guess, than the previous lows, so all good. But, you know, these are one low, confirmation low. It ran up to the top. So, and if you also look at it like coin flips chance, like you're kind of in the middle of the range, right? I mean, just kind of dead middle. 530, yeah. Oh, I guess I get what you're saying. You're probably like, oh, is there bullish divergence? It's kind of choppy from this low here to this low. Maybe there's divergence. Maybe. Like that. No, it's not even. It was just bearish convergence. Like technically it made a higher level of negative momentum on a lower low. It's nothing bullish. Brad, was that you? Okay, cool. All right, you're Randy. Okay, John P., thank you so much for joining the Patreon while I was in the middle of these analysis. Please be sure to sing the Patreon and the Discord. You gotta do that. Thanks so much. No way. Dude, your kid. We have another annual patron who just joined. Decoy McCoy. Thank you so much, dude, for pledging for the year. My man. You gotta make sure, especially for an annual, get in the Discord. Sync up the Patreon on the Discord. You have to. That's where all the value is. Thank you, man. We're now 1,380 patrons, dudes. Thank y'all. It's like a dream, dude. Okay, next one. There's a 1 hour, 4 minutes until your daily candle close, your weekly candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks so much for being here, everyone. Guys, it's Sunday, man. It's Sunday. You got things going on, so I appreciate you watching me. You could be doing anything. Thank you. So you want MP. What do you want MP for? You're like, oh, there's a harmonic. It's kind of a weird harmonic in a weird spot, I guess. I mean, you know. I hate the way the daily looks. I don't like the daily really much at all. Like, it doesn't, nothing sticks out as good. It's not oversold. It hadn't hit oversold once, you know. I normally like seeing an asset hit oversold and then rally and then sell off again, make the same low or lower, and then make a slightly higher low in slightly oversold territory. And then you have that divergence. You just don't have anything. You hadn't seen positive momentum since March 4th, and the negative momentum's building. You just bearishly engulfed on Thursday. So the big question is, hey, is $28 going to hold? If it doesn't, you got a target at least. A target to the downside is a gap fill. 23.27. That could be definitely where it's going if this little buy wall setup doesn't hold.
Hey, my man, thanks for the awesome content. Smile while we wait for more data. Do you see anything interesting in the macro that might indicate a massive move up? Tons of mass adoption. Just looking for your opinion, bro.
TSL8, man, thanks for the 2021. Hold on, I'll read that. Reread that in a second. Hold on. So, I mean, to me, it doesn't really look a lower high, and now another. Is there distribution going on? Yeah, it looks like there's distribution going on. Really pathetic attempt on this last pivot. You can monitor it, right, and see if something. How is the price going to correlate once $28 gets hit, which it seems like it's going to happen, right? I think it's just too deep retrace to be any kind of. If it was a Gartley, it looked like a 619, maybe. It's probably like 70%. It's too deep already, I think. So, and it's in a weird context. I don't know if I like assets. You know, I normally, my favorite thing is like an asset that'll, you know, be after a downtrend, you know, before was an uptrend, and then the harmonic develops. Those are the best places, man. But the context here isn't that strong. Man, I've seen, assets that will be, paying a harmonic and just rolls over, you know. So there's a gap to be filled at 23.27. I'm gotta move on. I'm sorry, man. Thank you. But silver and gold looking good again. Possibly. Okay, so next, is anything interesting in the macro that might indicate a massive move up? Tons of mass adoption. Well, I mean, I don't know if mass adoption. But what? Who was it? Morgan Stanley. One of them said today that crypto is a store of value. Like, which one was it? Which institution spoke today, or like mentioned? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, Morgan Stanley. Cryptocurrencies are a store of value akin to precious metals to hedge against the effects of central banks' aggressive monetary easing. That was what was said. JB London, man! Thank you, dude. Wow.
JB London tipped $101.
Cheers, mate.
Hope everyone made it through the day. Not too much leverage. Not risking too much. Peace from across the pond.
Thank you, JB London. It's starting to get a little late over there. Hopefully, you have a good sleep this evening so you can be prepared for the day ahead, the week ahead coming up. Thank you, dude. devastation across the markets. At least a lot of it. Okay. Look at UMA. UMA is up 14%. All right, incredible. Look at this harmonic. Oh, incredible, dude. It's at its highest level since February 13th. Breaking out, pretty much too. I mean, there's just one little congestion area, and then the next target's $44 on UMA. So just another one that just bounced off that 200 moving average. Very, very strong. Hidden no, didn't have actual hidden bullish average. It was a lower low. It's just a reaction off that 200 and bouncing highest high of the rally. The textbook bullish Gartley here. But it's just another one that got the reaction and never got that confirmation level. What's up, Aquaponics, man? Is it, dude? So it looks like some of these are just okay. Now Bitcoin volatility subsides and you don't start testing lower levels, man, these outperformers might go absolutely berserk, you know. Yeah, there are just not many assets. Like Cell is up 2.37%. Good God, let me extend this out. This little, it was just a downsloping channel I'd plotted. Nothing really. Holding still inside that downsloping channel, I guess.
CRO/USD. Want to try one of their cards, but you gotta hold CRO for 180 days.
Well, look at it. Crow bounce saw the 200 moving average as well. Wow. Cell, not Crow. Crow. What exchange has the better data liquidity? I don't know. Let's see. Anyone know? That one's got more data. Holy crap. What do you think on Crow? Do we go to KuCoin or something? Dealer? Hunglo, what exchange you want, man? Which one are you looking at? Waiting on your answer would be great. Maybe. And thanks for the 1,522 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, sub. We got 439 likes. Hey man, you know, that's pretty good. Thank you. Hung Low stops watching stream after tipping. All right, I'm just gonna guess then. Can't say I didn't try, chat. I tried. Your proof. God. All right. Let's just go to the daily. Nice uptrend, right? What was once an all-time high on Crow from August last year is support. Okay. What a bounce. Down 12% right now, 11.4%. But again, just another, like, when you get a big impulse down like that, it's really tough. I mean, like, yeah, you're holding it for now. You really are, but you need more than just, that's like a scalper's dream. Scalpers love that, right? Scalpers just have limit buys set up at 18 cents no matter what, right? They get it, the limit fills. That's why you get reactions like this a lot of times. So for me as a swing trader, it's kind of hard to justify, oh, it's a great time to take a long on Crow right now. No, like I've got the system. It's the formula. It's the Heisenberg blue magic, right? Formula of the coinciding variables, right? Unfortunately, we don't have those ingredients to make that blue magic right now. You look where you are. You could be almost arguing like one peak and a second peak or something, right? You just, sorry, dude, we gotta go get more methylamine. All right, we gotta do a train heist. It's all good, man. So, right, it's all good, man. Sorry, dude, love that show. Rolls Royce, what's up, dude? Yeah, we'll look at it.
Noise! Hey Mitch, can you take a look at BCH? Thanks.
if you want. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, man, was killing. I think it is okay too. I think it's good too. So, right, I mean, yes, you're doing one thing that's positive. That could be good potentially, but that's just not good enough.
Have a look at AMC stock.
Jesse, hey
Looks
Jesse.
like a bottom trend reversal. Thanks, man. Keep it up.
Jesse, we gotta
Congrats
cook,
on
man.
new
Come on.
place.
Bring the RV. Oh man, memes run deep here. AMC, yo, look at AMC.
Piece 1.
What's up, Dow Jones? Any of the piece 1s? What about piece 2, piece 3, piece 5? Thank you. Right, look, Jesse, Peaceman, piece 1. Okay. Right, so again, even if you were talking about like range, like the high from February 21st and the high from August 23rd, you're in the dead middle of it. So again, there's just not enough pieces of data right now after such a crazy move down like that. Just keeps making higher low, it's just gonna keep going to all-time highs, man, I guess, right? And I think you've already hit like fib extensions. Like, look, you'd be doing it like this high to low. You look, the crazy wick went to gold mean ratio, and look at this. We're one top and a second top. That's the 1414 fib extension, right? So you're thinking if it was gonna actually really keep going and go into price discovery mode, you have a target of 42 cents. But I'm not saying there's anything implying that at this current time, that the continuation will be happening right now. Just nothing implies it yet, okay? If anything, there was a high, a second high, and there was bearish divergence on the oscillators. Okay, anyway, moving on. Next one was, oh, it's only down 2.55%. Incredible. Wow. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash, man. There's more data. Let me try to find the one with more data. But yeah, it definitely don't, man. It hit a high, multi-year high at 12.18 and got as low as $800. Wow. Let me try to find the data. That's not it either. Bitfinex? No? Maybe Bitstamp. Aha. Yes, Bitstamp, thank you. Alright, I must have to re-chart everything, you know. Because I'll do stuff on Binance, but Binance doesn't have all the data, you know. This is the same thing, chat. This is like we identified this in Patreon, and it was like, oh, it looks so good, man. The backup occurred. What was once resistance became support. Right there, March 27th, the confirmation low. Right, so we can only look in hindsight at this point, man. It's just these markups happen, but you kind of get warned about these in the Patreon. You certainly get warned about these in the Patreon. So, and if it's not me, which sometimes it's not me, it's the community that's been built. That's why like the numbers keep growing, because it's just like the more people that join the Patreon, the more eyes we have on the market, and the more opportunities are presented in there. It's incredible. I never even dreamed it would be that would ever happen. But like eventual target, at least on this exchange, is 1550 to 1639. You're just kind of in no man's land. Like, yeah, you're gonna get like up and down, but eventually where you are, eventually 1550. But there's going to be pullbacks. There was just a better, lower risk area where you don't have to worry about this stuff that happens today. You don't have to worry about it. Like I got me and I know the other people in Patreon. We're just hanging out now, just hanging out on Bitcoin Cash, waiting for the targets to get hit. Up here, just waiting, and it's going to take a while. It's not going to happen overnight. Sometimes it does, crazy enough, but normally it doesn't. So. Two-Door, what's up, dude? Thanks so much for joining the Patreon, my man. Please be sure to sing at the Patreon and the Discord if you haven't. All-time highs on Patreon. Again, it's 1,382 patrons. I can't believe we're getting closer to 1,400. So, man, I tell you, it's been great. A lot of trade setups have been successful. You know, some Like, you know, I mean, the ones that were in play, most of them pretty much got stopped out because of the volatility. But I mean, what about the ones that played out incredibly well? You know, hitting target like ONT recently, right? So good. So the composite operator acquired his position, and it ended, right? He finished, and there was a back. What I love about this one way more than Ethereum Classic, I just went off the backup, right? The backup, one low. The backup here was a double bottom. It was so freaking good. It was better. Such a freaking luxury to get a double bottom backup, man. So could always come to back test 773. It looks like what it did on the volatility was there was this peak from July 2018 that it's trying to hold there. 49 minutes to go to your daily weekly close. Okay. EMC, man, that one was an educational one, but I don't know anymore, right? It's a meme stock. It's still fine, dude. Like, the bottom might certainly just be in. Like, the real bottom could be done at this point. So, and ever since, like, this was the game, this was the Wall Street bets, like, crap, you know. But when it sold off, clearly, like, just all that happened was a gap fill. Perfect. 22% of the time, gap fills act as support resistance. That certainly was the case on February 10th, where it's bounced off it, had hidden bullish divergence, rallied, selling off again, and what you're hoping for now is just possibly what you want to see is maybe it could go down to 626, 734 again to back test the old high from June and September of last year as support. There's no way. Oh, the RSI could be trying to paint some hidden bullish divergence. What's up, Matt? Yes, whatever you said. Yes, probably. Right, you got one valley and you're working on second valley. Impending price action continuation. And it could also be an X, A, B, C. And once it pivots, you can go C to D. It could be a nice markup. $20 again will be the target, or $19 would be the target. What's up, Spots, man? Sure. Yeah. Just another coin that got wrecked. Like almost every single other one, so. Just remember, I mean, Bitcoin, there is nothing, the move just happened, so you just don't know. V-shaped recovery could happen, man, but chances are, like it's done in the past on Bitcoin, you get these dumps, you rally for a little bit, relief rally, oscillator resets, and then you sell off again.
Happy Sunday, Mitch. Can we look at a confirmation low on there after a bullish Gartley? The low is showing a hammer on the daily. Sorry to run you rags, but this one might be worth a look.
No water, man. That one was looking amazing, right? That was looking great. WTER, yep. So let's see if this hidden diverge. You got to catch some bids soon. I mean, like, even if it goes to 734, it's still going to be a higher low than that low from February 16th. So it's still hidden bullish divergence argument could remain valid for a while, and a back test would be probably a decent potential entry there. Right, where I'm just talking like, you think about it, you know, XA, B, C somewhere, and then D, at least to run up to 1750, right, for bearish Gartley or something. So yeah, I mean, reversal could be coming soon on AMC. Yep. Wow, we just had a double tip on OXT. OXT. Yeah, OXT wrecked. Yeah, this is what happens, Larry, when the macro looks bad. Broke that curved line, didn't it? But if you can even believe it, it's holding above the. It used to be an all-time high on candle close August 17th, right? It's above that. So I mean, it's like, if you need me to do it, I guess I can. It's holding the zone for now, right? The chop zone. We're below it, it's over. Like, you're screwed below that. But if it can hold above 69.81 cents long enough, well, then it could continue on up. But yeah, you gotta be careful, man. It's just it's only up from 63, 64 cents because Bitcoin rallied a little bit, right? If Bitcoin goes to test 52K again, this thing's gonna go right back below 69 cents, the critical area you desperately need to stay above. That's it, dude. So it's unfortunate, 72.5 cents, but it's the same price it was at April 7th, and just, 11 days ago. So, and same price it was at February 12th. So it's not dead yet based on where you are, but once you break that 69.8 cents for real, it is over probably for a while. Yeah, could go to, you would think after that, if it can't hold that, it's probably going down to test 56 cents, which is that low point from March 26th. There's not much support resistance up at these levels, right? OXT, definitely for now.
Noise!
Good evening, Mitch. Thank you for the fishing pole. I can now feed myself. Can you take a gander at bake?
Yeah, congratulations on being able to feed yourself now. That's great, dude. That's always an awesome feat. Life experience. Congratulations, dude. So give him a big round of applause. Okay. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, dude. You're right. You're freaking right. It was good. Now it could be grand. Alright, water. Textbook bullish Gartley identified way back, man. Early January when we identified this. What a great reaction you got. But man, thought, oh, good, just take off. And this is what happens, right? You have a congestion zone here. A congestion zone that just happens to be like in the middle of it or at it, pattern completion zone. So what we always want to see, it's always ideal, is the reaction low and then a second low, a confirmation low. So you're not quite sure exactly when it's gonna reverse, but that's a really nice little bullish hammer that developed on Friday. JB London, thank you, dude, for the 120 10 on the day, or maybe 121.10 on the day. Thank you, dude. Yeah, H-bar, we'll look at it. I know, just you pick an S coin, it's probably wrecked. Okay, so yeah, dude, I mean, low risk area, 85 to 103 is like a zone of accumulation, or that's where one's placing their bets. Okay, definitely where one's placing their bets. Ready to buy some water, dude? Wow. It was good, and now it's possibly, potentially amazing, great. And this is what I'm talking about, right? Someone's tipping for one asset up here, and it's like, oh, dude, a harmonic's developing after a run up and stuff. It's like, those are just not the best. The best contexts are ones similar to this, right? Where you have a huge buying climax and a correction that lasts multiple years. It did. December 2018 up here. You sell off, and then you get down to very low levels, like 100%, 88%, 78% retraces. You got like 100% there. But then what happens? XABCD presents itself. And this is just so magical because it's the harmonics pattern completion zone is a back test of a spring. This is the spring back test, right? You fell, right? And then you sprung, you back test the spring. You spring, you're back testing the spring not once, but twice. That's extremely powerful stuff. Though, of course, you could fail. I'm just telling you, this is what dreams can be made of. And the target for real is 243 to 260. That's the zone. That's the target. That's the top of the harmonic. And that's congestion area. Somewhat, I guess, right? I guess there was also, like, right here, very visible. Yeah, you can't ignore this. 218 would also be adequate if someone want to take profit there. That's completely reasonable. Look, December 2014, February 2016, May 2016. Look, reversal June 2018. reaction in June 2019, and that's kind of where the reaction occurred in July 2020. So that would be the target. Like from here, if you can hold above 85 cents long enough and start pivoting and rallying, 218 is where it's headed. All right. Beautiful.
28.00000000 OXT.
Matt, thank you for the OXT that could or could not be wrecked soon. Okay. So all depends on Bitcoin. Unfortunately, there's no edge on Bitcoin, so there's no way of just doing anything but flipping a coin on Bitcoin right now. Sucks. All right, water. Yes, amazing. Give me a sec. Our next one. Bake. Cake and Bake. They've been amazing. The Bake down 12.64% today. Guh. Big. Happens. It happens. Oof. Wow, hitting the 200 moving average for the first time since April 9th. Catching our little reaction off that. Can't say there's hidden divergence or anything because it's a lower low. No edge. No real edge, man. Like, you could try to be like, dude, X, A, B, C, D, but again, man, like, you know where the best harmonics are. This is kind of weird to try to be painting a harmonic here. And if it was, it would be nothing. I don't think it would be any kind of formal harmonic, all right? So there's nothing at this current time that stands out as, wow, I have a higher probability of it going up than down right now. Nothing, okay? Time to be getting into Bake was the date of April 4th. Yes, the 4th. That's not too long ago, chat. Remember, it just so happened to be identified live on stream. The bullish bat. You even got a confirmation low. I mean, you can go back and look at the analysis. It was hilarious, dude. It was like perfect. It's like, this is it, man. It's all you can do. This is exactly what dreams are made of. But what happened, dude? On Bake. It hit 2 of the 3 targets, right? The third one swinging for the fences. We're Babe Ruthin, but like it just didn't get there. And it still in time could get there. But yeah, it's now below 2 of 3 targets. You understand why it's important in traders market to be taking profit, because if you didn't take profit on Bake, you're now below where it made sense to take profit from the entry. So you gotta, there's stop loss, there's an entry, and there's take profit. You gotta stick with the plan. Because at this point, it'd be like one takes 33% of their profit on the first, 33% of their position on the first profit-taking level, another 33%, and then another like 34% or whatever on the last target, whatever, mix it up. But that means like you would only have like 33% of your initial position open at this point, so you wouldn't be too worried about the sell-off and all that. And also, like, one can strategize like, okay, it broke the major resistance, okay, so one's setting up a stop loss just below 150, because if it falls below that, we know that it could just dump really hard, and it's been doing that. And so it's like one could be just stopped out of this, got 2 or 3 targets, and they never got a third, and they're just done. They're just not entering again until something amazing presents itself, right? So just okay, that's your Bake, dude. I wish I had better news. And it doesn't mean that it can't reverse here. Like, dude, anytime there's not an edge, there's always coin flip chance. It could go up, it could go down. But if you're talking about trading, man, you want to have a greater than 50% chance of a reversal, right? If you're taking along, right? If you're playing the numbers game. Yeah, again, it's just really tough after yesterday was the wipeout. So it takes time for new data to present itself that gives us an edge. All right, H4 is down 8.57%. It's probably near it is, look at that. It's crazy, dude. You're at the bottom. You fell out of the trading range, right? You went down to 25 cents. I had 25 cents plotted because it's a psychological resistance. It bounced off that. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it back. Look, if you can back test 29 cents, 39 cents, you could spring back test the spring. It could be another low risk entry, but dang man, it was so close to the target and just never quite made it there. And then Bitcoin dumps. You ran out of time, and look at you now. So yeah, I mean, no edge. Nope, no edge. So it's broken it. So maybe it comes to back test before going higher, and that's what we're looking for. Low risk in one way, and that way is at the bottom of the trading range. That's kind of all you have. You don't really have any other argument besides that. So I guess it could maybe possibly be easy to size up risk on this, but without Bitcoin showing an edge, just what if Bitcoin goes to test 51,200 again? Well, then you know H bar is going down to 25 cents again, and it's not going to hold this range. So it's tough, man. It's just like, was the runs up? I mean, on all these altcoins, not good enough. You know, I mean, we had a really nice run on all these alts, and people took profit. Now that's like definitely what happened. People took profit. Alright, let's look at Reef. Another, just, you pick it, man. You pick an S coin, most likely wrecked. Right, it was just one that ran out of time. Down 16%, man. What can you do? It was breaking out, man. Everything was good. Inverse head and shoulders almost probably hit a target. But what can you do when the macro dictates where this asset's going? When Bitcoin dumps like that, it's really tough to not get stopped out. But I mean, in reality, it's really not too bad. You know, it's like, look, it's above the previous low. It's back above this demand line here. That's good. But there's no edge. No edge on it, right? It's really tough to have an edge when a move just happens. So, man, it just ran out of time. When Bitcoin says it's time for everything to get wrecked, they get wrecked. But then other coins, they played out before they got wrecked, right? It's just this one didn't play out in time. It took too long. That's it. So I guess it's okay. It's back above the demand line. It was very close to engulfing, but didn't. So sideways. Sideways, stuck between 32 cents and 43 cents. Okay, that's Reef. Technically made a lower low on the candle close, but it's just so close, man. It's like the same low. Okay. What do you do, man? Everything is devastated. And dude, I'm telling you, if Bitcoin's only down 6% and these coins are down like 20%, these micro caps, you better pray Bitcoin doesn't go revisit and test 52K again, because they're going to be down 30-40%. It very well could be anyway. So that's it. Yep, again, only a handful of assets are doing okay. NEO is still mooning right now, 23% up. Dogecoin up 14%. VeChain up 7.59%. And YFI up 7%. Let's look at NEO real quick. It's just going, man. It's at its multi-year highs after all that stuff. That's crazy. What? Beautiful. Back tested old resistance as support. Before going, man. So we got, I've been live for an hour and 20 more minutes now. So if you're enjoying the live stream, the like button, the bell, the sub, thanks so much for being here. Check me on Instagram, Twitter. Follow me there if you haven't yet. It's Sunday, man. What's up, Ross, dude? Roll Tide, thanks for 29.29. Appreciate it, dude.
Ross tipped $29.29. XLMU's thanks Mitch Arty.
Down 7%. Got wrecked. Right? I mean, this is kind of what... Look, man. I mean, you know, you can't really be, like, that surprised on the... Look, dude, it was 786, like a harmonic, a bullish Gartley. You got the reaction. Okay? And you look at the run it had, you know, and then the high to low here, it hit the 127 fib extension, and then a higher, all of a sudden lower highs. Oh man, so maybe a little distribution going on. So maybe, you know, you could have told it was maybe about the dump, but you know, Bitcoin was showing that kind of like 3 falling peaks that I didn't really look at that way. I mean, I probably should have. Looking at both sides, but yeah, I mean, it just it got exhausted, man. Got exhausted, and even here, look on the high, the highest high. There's certainly bearish divergence there, wasn't there? Yep. Bearish divergence manifested into a nasty little drop, and you hit the 200 moving average for the first time since April 4th, and a really nice bullish engulfing candle on XLM. I like this. I like an engulfing candle like that. We'll see if you get a V-shape. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to save you here is a V-shape. I mean, because, you know, you probably, if you don't get a V-shape, then you're going to probably go retest lows to get the divergence and the edge. So, really tough to be like, it's like every single asset I'm looking at, you know, besides water. Water's showing the confirmation low at the congestion area because it's not an S-coin tied to Bitcoin's performance or Bitcoin's volatility. And that's what kills it, man. That's what kills these altcoins. It's the kryptonite of altcoins is Bitcoin's volatility, not so much as price action. Mother of God, dude. I mean, how does one even survive this? You know, like, look, it's like a beautiful ascending triangle. Dude. Do I even have this one up? No, I don't even think I have it up yet. It's crazy, dude. But I like EEM. Emerging markets. Okay, so it's just like ONT trade setup posted on the 14th, 4 days ago, right? It looked great. I mean, it looked perfect. Old resistance was support, and then right here locally, this mini little double bottom confirmation low off the demand line. Oh my God, it was so perfect, right? Runs up, hits the first target, and then insanity occurs. What can you do? It's just, you can't do much, man. It's a reset. Definitely a reset. So the cool thing is, though, about that ice line from history, that's back from 2018. You held it. You held on to that support. So anything above that is still really bullish, despite, like, you know, hitting target and then going down to stop loss levels for rallying. So strong, man. Really bullish engulfing candle in 26 minutes. This holds on. What's up, Smitty, man?
Smitty tipped $25. Nat, thank you.
Alright, thank you, Smitty. Yeah, I mean, it's just not just this one, man. It's like energy. I mean, it's really sad, man. It's just a bad performer. It's still making higher lows. But man, it's just not going higher, and this is why there's a 12.58% dividend yield on this asset. They're paying you to hold this crap. But I mean, like, $3 is so important, man. That's the big one. Below $3, I think you're screwed, and you're just testing and testing it. It's really not gone anywhere for a while now. So I think that's your breaking point on that. Yeah. So it pivoted. It's losing its negative momentum. Daily. I mean, it's so good. It was so good, and low, high. I mean, you could almost argue hidden bullish divergence trying to happen here, but man, I really don't like that 200-day moving average rejection. That's terrible. That is so bad. It's like every single freaking time NAT can just not break that. That is exactly what is being regarded as resistance more than anything. 200 moving average. You can never break and sustain prices above 347 either. So if it breaks $3, it's it could be in a lot of trouble. That's it. That's NAT. I've already been paid a dividend on this one, so whatever. Better than cash, probably. A little bit better. Not much. I don't know. They keep printing money. It's gonna just keep getting better. Yeah, I wish I would have had, instead of owning NAT, I wish I'd owned Doge. Can you believe it? Can you believe I said that? Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for the 1,411 people tuned in. Thanks for the 589 likes. I know the XRP Moon Boys would be pleased with that number. But yeah, hopefully, at least from watching the stream, you got a little understanding of like just what's going on. I certainly did not call this dump or anything like that. I'm kicking myself for not whatever. Not always gonna have an edge. Moves like this occur and whatever. So we should go back to Bitcoin on that daily, man. That is breaking the structure, it seems, right? Breaking the structure. 23 minutes till the daily close. 23 minutes until a confirmed break of a demand line. So what a fake out though. When inverse head and beautiful potential inverse head and shoulders became confirmed actually, and then just not enough to sustain. And there really wasn't, based on if you're looking at the oscillators right here, from this little high to the next one, there wasn't really bearish divergence or anything. You could have argued from this high to the next one, bearish divergence. But that's that's kind of maybe cherry picking a little bit. So it was just not as clear it was just not clear and easy to identify that divergence so much on the daily, I guess, if it was there.
Noise! Hey Mitch, can you please check out Theta? Thanks man, Purple Heart.
Yeah, it's the same thing as all the other charts we've been looking at. They got wrecked. So, sure, if you want to see 11% down, what do? It went up. See, this is just what I'm saying, man. It's like Theta. What did Theta do? Before Thy Kingdom Come, right? Before the big dump, man, to the bottom, right? To $10. What happened? There was a trade setup posted on the 4th of April this month, beginning of this month, right? All right, stage was set. The variables were there. When you have variables like this, you think there's a greater than 50% chance of it playing out. And that's what we want. We want an edge. That's the edge we're getting, right? So eventually, not immediately, but eventually, Theta hit 2 of the 4, almost 3 of the 4 targets, and it may have done that if it wasn't for it running out of time. Bitcoin's a ticking time bomb, right? And once Bitcoin beckoned, Theta had to go. And then, falls below all the critical supports and scam wicks down to 895, and now it's at 1188. That's insane volatility. That's crazy. That doesn't even exist in traditional markets, man. This is just crypto stuff, okay? So what can you do? The trader's market. This is why taking profit is so important. You can't just hold on. If you consider yourself a trader, you got to take profit when take profit levels are achieved, because stuff like this occurs. Now you're back to square zero. You're back at the entry price. Right? There it is. There's your Theta. Pretty on point. Thanks for 23. Susha. And so again, it's just the scar will remain here forever. No edge. No edge on Bitcoin and really anything. It's too early. So you're just hoping for it to be, a liquidation event, right? Going out of business for degen leveragers. And it's just going to V-shaped recovery. That'd be great, but you don't know. Yeah, it happens, and you run out of time. Bitcoin, look, dude, it's a ticking time bomb. Some altcoins are gonna set up, they're gonna look real good, they're gonna play out and go beyond targets and quintuple the targets, right? Like Doge, man, Doge looked good before it mooned, and it went stupid, like too stupid. And then you're gonna have ones like Theta that do well, and then you're gonna have other ones that are setting up for higher prices, like the day of Bitcoin's dump or a couple days before, and they start taking off, they begin to play, and then Bitcoin says nope, and the whole freaking market wipes out, right? And you start up, it's an ice age, okay? So we now gotta wait a little while for the new sets of data to appear, so we can have a higher chance than 50% of it going up, okay? Yeah, we'll look at that, sure. Japan, you're wrong, but now if you tell people you're going 100 times leverage long on Doge, or you tell someone else to buy Doge, yeah, you'll get wrecked. But just because you say something about Doge is not going to get you hidden. Sorry, you're just delusional. Yeah, what can you do? I mean, it literally was setting up for higher prices. It was on the way. It was back testing everything. It was doing everything that all these other coins have done that went insane, berserk. But you ran out of time. It just didn't perform well enough in time. And then the dump. And now you're back at 66 cents. If you can get back above, that's great. But there's no edge right now. Bearish convergence, there's just nothing but a straight line down, and it got as low as 44 cents. So yeah, you get back above 66 cents and you can hold it long enough. Maybe you back test it as a support again. That could be a re-entry or something, right? Like this, back test it, and then you go. But that's a form of confirmation, and you don't have that yet. So yeah, it's disappointing, right? It was beginning to go. It was fine, and then Bitcoin, boom. That's it. SKL. We got less than 20 minutes, so your daily candle close, weekly candle close. Let's look at the weekly. That you're not gonna. I mean, the weekly actually is just kind of like nothing burger. Weekly literally is nothing burger. You can say bearish engulfing candle. Dude, bearish engulfing candles are like if it closes at 51.2. That's big time bearish engulfing. This is kind of more of an indecision candle. I mean, it is technically covering the previous candle, so you could definitively say it's bearish engulfing. But bearish engulfing candles, the strongest ones, the strongest argument for those are when they're like closing your session lows. It looks bad, right? This is just right. I mean, do you see, like, when in doubt, look at the weekly. It's kind of like, okay, cool. That's it. So that'll be closing in 16 minutes. So really appreciate everyone coming out to the stream today. Opportunity will present itself again in the future, but we just gotta wait, man. The move down just happened. NEO is at $119.94 just there, up almost 30% on the day. Very good. So the momentum shifting structure played out, but very weak, very, very weak. So we get rid of it, clean it up, and this is it, man. You're breaking out. You're about to have a daily candle close confirmation breakout of at least whatever structure this was. Okay. So thanks for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
I'm a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Adios, turd nuggets.